5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome back to The Race Hangover. I'm one of your hosts, Austin Terry, joined by the host, apparently, Katie LeBoudler. Yeah, if you don't get that, well, only one of us got a Tara nomination, so congratulations to Katie. Well deserved. But however, I will be claiming it if she wins.
Yeah, it's our
Tara.
Tara.
We will be the Tara winners.
Either way, the show's
yeah, well, we up.
we up. Nominated.
We up. No, well, on a real congratulations. Great stuff. And also, I'm back.
Yes.
Katie can now return to giggling.
He said I looked so miserable last week, which isn't true. Thanks again to Cam for filling in. But the whole time he was texting me, he's like, "You need me back so we can giggle together."
I was stranded in a very, very bad place.
In my hometown.
And I joined in, I went on Twitch chat for about 10 minutes and then she laughed once in 10 minutes. And I'm like, dude, we're laughing at least 20 times in a 10-minute span.
Well, and our mics were muted.
They were. I saved the last 5
stream.
minutes of the stream. Because producer Clint. No, I'm joking.
He was killing it.
Yeah, he's doing great.
killing
He's doing
it.
great. But yeah, that is all for the intro. How this goes is we'll do a Suzuka preview because it is a pre-game week.
It sure is.
And we'll do some actual real news. Well, real news.
My
And
news.
we have
so.
a new segment which some of you guys will have been told about.
Yes, some people have heard.
Yeah, some people have heard and contributed, so that'll be fun. And then we have another new segment which is Who's Most Likely To.
Basically, we're filling time today.
Yes.
The previews are bare at the moment. So, again, let us know what to do the heck in April because...
We're going to struggle.
No.
At this point, April just might be me and Katie arm wrestling. for an hour straight. Best of whoever, I'm looking at whoops in that as well. I ain't lying.
There's a spotlight right on me, and I look so pale on this stream.
That is not the spotlight. She's always pale, guys.
It's not a spotlight. It just happens when I walk into a room, guys.
She looks like a ghost.
Okay, anyway, let's get into the Suzuka preview, please.
Okay. Well, what a preview I have for you. First off, I call it the Suzuka Snooze Fest because not a lot happens in the race usually. Hopefully, with the cars being smaller this year, we'll actually have some more racing with the new regulations and everything. So hopefully, I'm made to eat my words. It'll be fun. Speaking of, this is also coming up on Katie's 1-year anniversary of her first F1 race.
Yeah, guys, this is so exciting. The first ever full Grand Prix I watched was Suzuka, and it was horrible. And somehow I just still was like, you know what? Yeah. And so shout out to that because we're here against all odds.
Yeah, that's certainly one to get into. But last year, if you don't remember, Max somehow won despite the McLarens being rapid. That kind of just low-key saved Horner's seat for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, a little bit.
And yeah, it finished Max, Lando, Oscar as the podium pretty much was the exact same throughout the year, just jumbled up. I don't have much to say other than that. We don't have Yuki Tsunoda this year for the race unless someone gets real sick real fast.
One of the Red Bulls or V-Carbs.
Unfortunate. I want to see who the Japanese fans now go full in on because
Give me Arvid Lindblad.
you
love him.
just want
They'll
to see him
love
get a lot of recognition.
I do.
I'm actually really intrigued to see who has the majority of. It'll probably be the Red Bull again, but
Yeah, I think so.
They seem to enjoy this stuff.
Although maybe they won't like Arvid because he took Yuki's place.
Maybe that's Isaac Hadja.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows? But it'll be fun to watch if you're watching it at 1 a.m.
I will be.
Yeah, I will as well. Qualifying is a question mark for me to it being at 2 a.m., but I'll probably
The
watch
race,
it.
1 a.m. is better than I thought. I thought it was 2.
Yeah.
So when I was making that schedule this morning to post race week, I was like, you know what?
I remember in terms of time, Japan's always slightly
better than China.
China.
But last year I think it was 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. So.
And you have a special love for this next topic. You've been texting me about it all week.
So they've been teasing it all week. If I think the only one announced so far of Special Livery was V-Carbs, which is they have it's a cherry flavored Red Bull type theme, and so they've been teasing it all week, and they've been wearing the sweaters that they have specific for Japan before they teased the livery or before they announced it. So I've been texting Austin all week, and I've been like, hey, this is gonna bang when it comes out. I just know it. And I was correct. It's really nice. Clint's pulling it up on stream for us here. It's a very nice red, fits the Red Bull theme, and it's supposed to be in relation to their new cherry flavor. So I think it's really cool, and it's a good way to tie in the brand to the Grand Prix.
Speaking of brand, did you see what Haas is going to do? It hasn't, the car's
Not
not dropped yet.
We'll get to that later. Just look at this gorgeous livery first. It's so nice.
I like the numbers.
I really like it. I like the numbers and the font on the side between the where it says Cash App and Red Bull, and the bright red. It's the same kind of it's very metallic and bright, just like the Red Bull Blue is this season, and I think I really like that. And honestly, I don't know how, because Red Bull barely ever does special liveries, but V-Carb always kills it. Their Miami one last year was incredible, and then this year they've been killing it so far.
I feel like if you're a junior team, you kind of just have to have something
fun.
about you. Yeah.
I find their branding is so fun. And what I was thinking the other day is their branding is to Red Bull what Disney XD was to Disney, which is just
Disney XD was so much cooler.
Disney XD was so much cooler, and they both gotta have the skater theme going on, and it's that's such a good comparison. I've been thinking about it for the past 3 days, and that livery just looks so gorgeous.
So, before Haas haven't announced the car yet, but they did announce pretty much what it's going to be.
I haven't seen this.
It's going to be a Godzilla themed car.
Ho! I like that.
They partnered with whoever owns Godzilla.
Yeah, I
technically.
don't know.
I don't know.
That's cool.
Who does. But they announced it March 18th, so it's gonna most likely be in Japan if it isn't a huge missed opportunity. But
yeah, I'm sure it would be.
Never mind.
Oh. When is
they're not unveiling it beforehand. They're just doing it on the
free practice.
on the free practice.
Okay, cool. So something to look forward finally to free practice for.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I lied. March 24th, which is today.
Which is tomorrow, but yes. Okay, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll see a Haas livery, and it'll be probably really cool.
Yeah, and so what I actually have in my notes too is shout out to Haas last year because they won the Race Hangover Best Special Livery of the season for their Japanese Cherry Blossom one, and that was super cool. And so they always kill it with special liveries too. I really liked their Circuit of Americas one as well. They don't do it as often, but when they do, it's really good. So looking forward to that Godzilla one. I think that'll be really cool. And then also just in general, I love Japan for all of the special liveries and helmets because even Oscar and Lando's helmets last year were so good too.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping they do special helmets again. I don't know if they probably would have already. Lando and Quadrant probably would have already announced it if he was doing one.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And I don't know if Oscar wants to test his bad luck with the special helmets.
I genuinely think he has to start a race before he pulls out a special helmet.
Well, because he's always cursed when he's in a special helmet too.
Yeah.
That's a thing. And so maybe he should stay away from the
If he
special
doesn't
helmets
start
for
the
now.
race this week, it's going to be bad. It's gonna,
No, duh. It's gonna be bad for my fantasy team.
so funny. 3 straight Oscar Piastri -5.
Yeah, my second pick overall, and he's been horrible. Clint's throwing things in the studio. He's real pissed off with the Oscar no starts. I'm with you, Clint. You're in my frame over here.
You missed it. I was like, I have the stream on in my. In my view, and when we came out of the livery, he was just in the screen. You can see him moving and doing stuff. It's
I
quite
do
funny.
that sometimes too. I'll be switching. Oh, what are you again? 2?
Well, in my defense, because the
Youngest
camera has the spotlight on Katie, I just swap around
I told him
who's
to move
where.
things around.
But the extra space I need on Katie's side, I have to be in that frame, and I have a comically low chair right now. I don't know why
You
it's
just
so
pulled
low.
your mic down
Mine
so far.
feels higher than.
I think it is. You
Mine is comically low, so I'm just below and beside
Please put
Katie in the
yourself on right
frame.
now so we can. Yeah, just
I don't even know if this chair can go down.
Like she's taller than me, but she's not that much taller than me, guys.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Hi, Mog.
Yeah, I just hype-mogged him on stream. That wraps up our special library discussion, I think, but also brings us to another piece of random news ahead of the Japanese Grand Prix, and that would be Max's G3 disqualification. Mid and bad luck is just following him everywhere he goes.
So funny, because didn't he like qualified like 2 seconds ahead of everyone or something?
Yeah, something like that.
He was like he like was on pace to dominate, and then just got disqualified.
And that's just like if that's not how his season's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's had more fun doing that than
Probably.
racing F1. Like even though he got
Probably.
disqualified, it's probably still more fun for him. Aston Martin.
Yeah. So then the other piece of this is like the actual piece of actual news. This is like if we're gonna lock in for a discussion, it's probably this, which we don't do often. But Aston Martin has announced that team principal Adrian Newey is stepping down as team principal to focus on the car. Probably a good play. And then also Audi, what's his name? I should have written it in the notes.
Jonathan Wheatley.
Jonathan Wheatley. It was rumored to be stepping in as team principal for him, but regardless has stepped down as a part of Audi. So
Crazy moves at
Crazy
the
moves.
lower end of the grid.
yeah,
But
big news for
a big
bottom of the
news
grid.
for P8 in the constructors.
Yeah.
But no, this is it was actually fun to see it this early.
yeah.
It's what the third race, and we've already got a team principal moving and stepping down, and it's Newey's just focusing on making the car not give nerve damage to the
Yeah,
drivers.
and that's probably a good play.
Yeah, and Wheatley, we watched a bit of Drive to Survive.
We did.
And
He had a very nice episode.
Yeah, his episode, we were sitting there, we're like, man, we want to work for Audi.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know he was this nice.
we were, but it's probably he looked so nice because he was being compared to Briatore.
Yeah, it was really funny.
It
It was like the cuts between him and
Yeah.
Briatore that was like la la la.
two ends of the oh, it was unreal.
Yeah.
But no, he did look really nice. He'll probably bring a good atmosphere to Aston Martin because
Yeah. They need
vibes
it right
must
now.
be so low.
Yeah.
Like, I don't imagine either of them are enjoying coming to work. I'm talking about the drivers. Either of them are enjoying coming to work. And the mechanics just, they must be lost. They have
Yeah.
no clue on how to help them.
It would be so discouraging to just like have no clue why your car is doing
The
that.
one full race they complete in terms of like no nerve damage, no nothing, will be like huge. for
It'll just
them.
be like, okay. Like, even if they're
Yes.
5 seconds off the pace, as long as they can do all the laps, that'll
Yeah.
be a win.
Because then
so,
you can actually just build the car from
Yeah, for
there.
sure.
You don't have to worry about,
backtrack.
hey, do we have
And
to
it's-
pit them for like
yeah.
10 laps?
Well, and obviously it's hard to get more data to make the car better if they can only do
Mm-hmm.
a couple laps at a time. So
Yeah, and they
really,
have no idea what's causing it.
that's so crazy.
I
'Cause
wonder if
like
anything has progressed in terms of like, do they know now or do they
Yeah.
have an idea?
in the 2 days that Newey's stepped down.
And to just search up what's causing the Aston Martin.
I don't
mistake.
think they know.
Oh, it's the power unit. So they got to
Yeah.
figure out why the power unit is doing it first.
All right.
Eh.
They don't know.
Yeah.
Basically.
I just got a lot of useless stuff where it's just like the engine, and
Right.
then
Well, it is, yeah.
yeah.
Because they just switched to Honda. So they're probably figuring some stuff out.
All right, we can. Qualifying predictions.
Yeah,
Let's do that. We haven't done that
I-
in a while.
Yeah. Or we're not actually going to do the whole. Originally, we were going to do the
Do
whole
top
grid.
3. I say we do like top
Okay.
3, top 5. What do you
At some point, we should do the whole grid. Not
just to
today,
see
though.
if we get one right.
Yeah,
Just-
well, because the whole thing was we were going to do the whole grid, and then if you get one person in the right spot, that's plus 2 points, and if you get them like within 2 grid places, it's 1 point, and we were just going to like for funsies.
yeah.
But we're tracking enough points with our fantasy, so let's just see if any of us can get the top 3 in the correct order. The problem is, it's just like what order of the 2 Mercedes plus the Ferrari.
Yeah.
So like we could try and be interesting, but I'm not going to.
I'm gonna do George P1, Charles P2,
Yeah, I knew you were gonna do a Ferrari.
Kimi P3.
Okay.
I think just purely because like I hope that they've had enough time where they just add something crazy. Even if they don't, the Ferraris are leading into turn 1. That's all it's gonna be.
Yeah, and
Which-
then the Mercedes are coming back.
It's a dangerous turn 1 in terms of
They could be
it's a
out, but-
straight turn and everyone's got to go.
Yeah.
It's not one where you really brake too much.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you kind of glide through that corner,
Yeah.
and it It'll be interesting to see if someone just gets it wrong and just slams into someone because
Someone might.
we haven't had too much.
I'm
of that.
feeling a middle
Yeah.
of the grid, back of the grid wipeout here.
Liam Lawson.
He doesn't usually do that. That's not really his MO.
No, he does one-on-ones.
Yeah, he waits till he can single you out, and then if anyone, it's probably
He's
going to be
gonna single out
Bortoletto,
Checo.
but I don't need Bortoletto to do that. So
I think like someone will just lock up or something, get it wrong.
give me a Nico Hulkenberg lock
Whoa,
up.
whoa,
and
whoa,
it's-
whoa, 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 whoa! We're just preying on downfalls.
No,
now.
no,
What has
no,
this turned
no,
us
no,
into?
no. Okay. My 3 are George, Kimi, Lewis.
I just think like Scholl has the qualifying pace on Lewis,
Yeah.
but Lewis has the race pace. That's
Yeah.
like the worst like combination for them if they want like a drivers' championship because like
Yeah.
one is so much better in qualifying and the other one.
And then
is
they just
better
waste
in
the
race.
whole race fighting each other,
Yeah.
and they need to put in team.
I want to see
orders.
them at least keep the lead for like a little bit longer. Like if both of them get ahead, surely they like team order and go. Someone just hold up George.
Yeah,
like just.
but I
keep
don't
him
think they
behind.
will. Like, I don't think they'll ever get to
Yeah.
a place because it's that early in the race they'll let them battle.
Yeah.
But the earlier they battle in the race, the quicker that Mercedes
Yeah.
catches up. And then like last race, Kimi just ran away with it
They need
because
to both be ahead.
they need to both be ahead, and they're not going to be. Like
Mm.
they will be for maybe lap 1. But if they keep qualifying in P4, they're not. Like one of the Mercedes will get ahead, and maybe one of the Ferraris will get ahead, and maybe they each get ahead of one. But like it's never a clear one too.
I think the more technical. Oh wow! I just spat my keyboard. The more technical tracks will be George on pole.
Yeah.
If it's just out of the two Mercedes, the more technical ones
for
will be
sure.
George, and the ones where it's just pure speed and like just
Kimi just putting
how
pedal to
fast
the
can this
metal.
car go? It'll be Kimi. Like,
Yeah, because George will be a little more conservative, and Kimi's just like, I'm gone.
because George knows like he's just going to keep on the track. Like Kimi's more likely to hit a wall in a qualifying due to just trying
just
to put it
sending
on pole.
I think Kimi, this is my bold prediction for the rest of the season. Kimi is winning Miami, and he's taking pole.
So he took pole last year because it's just
Yeah.
it's a pure like speed track.
It's a
that
pure
one.
speed track, and it's like we see a lot of like younger drivers do well there.
Did you see the Miami Dolphins owner?
No.
I sent it to Clint. The Miami Dolphins owner was like, "Yeah, the F1 Grand Prix in Miami makes me way more money than the Miami Dolphins do."
Well, have you watched the Dolphins lately?
That's funny.
It's gonna like triple it this year, man. Oh my god.
I mean, it makes sense that they make
a lot
of money, but it didn't really clock to me that like obviously they're using the Hard Rock. Stadium, but-
Speaking of Miami,
Yeah.
Moxies,
Oh yes, Moxies.
bring us,
Listen up.
please.
We've all commented on your post.
Yeah,
And you get an extra entry if you share it on your Instagram story. I'll do you one better. I'll clip this.
yeah,
Shout out Moxies.
yeah,
Bring us to the Miami Grand Prix.
yeah.
Moxies
Please.
Canada is giving away tickets to the... But if you're listening and you're an F1 fan, don't go comment on their
No. And if you're going to comment, tag one of us.
Take one of us.
Tag one of us. Because
yeah.
we've already decided between the two of us. If Clint wins it, he's not going.
I feel like he's going to have to
Wait,
go.
what? What did you say?
I think he's going to have to go.
Yeah.
Like if you win it.
Okay.
Clint, you're taking me, though. Content-wise, it's smarter to take
Probably.
me.
No. Content-wise, take me. Katie can edit from the comfort of her own couch.
I was gonna take my mom.
No.
Hell no.
Incorrect. Okay. So that wraps up our Suzuka preview and our begging for paddock passes to Miami Grand Prix.
We're back to begging again.
Yeah. Recession indicator.
Who was it last year? Was it Williams that we were begging?
Yeah, to bring us to Miami. It's always Miami.
Oh, there'll be more where we can just sign up and do things, but
Yeah.
it'll be just so fun.
I've submitted for a few Red Bull ones, V-Carb. If they knew how much I loved them, they should bring me. I just need to keep posting my V-Carb and Liam Lawson and Arvid Lindblad propaganda so that they notice it. And
Yeah.
they're like, you know what?
Number one fan of V Carb over there, genuinely.
Which makes no sense, but I'm actually like, as this season, every week, I'm like more of a V-Carb fan.
I like majority of the posts she sends me is just Lindblad and Lawson being like, I love this duo so much.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, I love them. I do. But
Alright.
that brings us to a new segment. Do we think the play is Clint plays them off the computer?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Just to
So-
hear them.
We've had fans call in to the show. We've got a few questions that we're going to answer live on stream. And so, yeah, let's just get started. I forget which one's which, so
Gonna hit one first.
yeah, I'll turn it up in here so we can hear it.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, so I have a really good question. Now, I've been watching Formula One since I was 4 years old with my dad, so it's like 2004 up until now. So, my question is, how do you think a fan from, like, let's say the early 2000s to like mid 2010s would get along with a current fan of Formula One today? And what do you think that would look like? Like, do you think they would argue or like have different opinions, or do you think they would agree on certain things or like agree for the most part?
That's a great question.
Interesting question. And I think we're seeing a lot of this kind of on social media of people who've been like, I've been a fan for this long, and all of you new Drive to Survive fans are ruining the sport.
Yeah. I think if it's like a parent-kid dynamic,
Yeah.
it's fine. Because
Like you and your dad.
Yeah, it's like they introduce you to it, whatever. But if it's like two randos,
Yeah.
the newer fans, including us, we like the entertainment aspect of
For
it
sure.
as well. Not just Drive to Survive, because like we don't even watch Drive to Survive.
We're just
like,
chronically online.
We're just really online, where we enjoy like the little fun things outside. But we also like the race. The older fans are more into the technical stuff
Yeah.
of it in terms of like the
Yeah.
actual car building,
For
the
sure.
engines, regulations, everything. Like we understand the regulations to a point. We don't understand everything that's in there. We're not
You know,
we're not
Tom
engineering
Holland,
students.
I
We're
speak Spanish to a point.
yeah. Where I think it's they can get along in certain things if they like the same drivers, teams, whatever.
Yeah.
But the only barrier I think there is just how you view the sport,
For
because
sure.
they view it as a sport. We view the entertainment side and the sport.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, some older fans will enjoy the
Mm-hmm.
entertainment as well, but majority are just purely like not regulation fans.
Yeah.
But like they're like, oh, old F1 was so much better. We used to get like people fighting in the
Yeah.
paddock, blah blah blah. And then now it's like a bit like the guy we interviewed. Well, we didn't interview, but on the
But we
street
talked
that
to on the street,
came
yeah,
to
yeah.
us. He was like, "Oh, I've been watching for this long, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
Like he was just chatting to us about like the old F1 for a bit. And we talked a bit, but he obviously would know way more about the old F1
Yeah.
than we would.
Well, even I was working at PWHL game, and there was another guy like taking photos, and I was talking with my friend about the race that was before the Australian Grand Prix, so we were just talking about how it was coming up, whatever. And he was like, "I'm just like shocked you guys watch F1," and he was like, "Well, like what got you into it?" And then we were just talking about it, and he's like, "If this was like back in my day, like there wouldn't be girls your age talking about F1. Like they did not care." So sure, Drive to Survive has brought in an interesting group of fans on Twitter, but it has also expanded the sport just to the point where like even I don't watch Drive to Survive, but I'm sure I wouldn't have heard about it on social media and gotten into it as much if there wasn't Drive to Survive and all of that. And even like I have an assignment where I'm like pitching the race hangover for something just to like practice pitching, and looking at our target audience, I'm like, well, we sit in like the people who enjoy the race, but also at the intersection of pop culture, and that's what makes our show so different. And I think that's what a lot of fans look for now is like, sure, we're watching the races, but we're also following them on social media, and we're getting into the sport in that way, and we're talking about things that happen on and off track. And I think that it's just a very different and very interesting set of fan base than it used to be.
Yeah. I'm just looking here because I remember seeing something of our followers in terms of on Instagram where we have
demographic?
the demographics
Yeah.
where I think we were like not a 50-50 split, but it was very close.
Yeah,
I remember
probably.
it being decently close. I
can look.
Yeah, you look because I'm lost trying to find it. Yeah, I'm just seeing interactions.
Yeah, we are 54.9% men and 45.1% women,
Which is
pretty good.
huge.
And our age demographic is 18 to 24, obviously the most, and then 25 to 34, and then 35 to 44, we're at 14%. And then 45 to 54 is a whole 3%, which is kind of like it's one of them's your dad, but
Yeah.
it's kind of more than you'd think. And then we even have a few like 55 plus and 65 plus. So we're all over the board. There's a couple of 13 to 17 in there too, but
Yeah, shout out the kids.
shout out the kids, shout out the unks.
Yeah. Also, because I'm on our Instagram somehow, Aston Martin are sacrificing Jack Crawford by making him take part in FP1.
Oh, they're going to make him
fella.
put in as many laps
Poor
as he can.
fella. Is this their way of just like getting Stroll and Alonso to do more laps? And
Yeah,
the
giving them a
actual
break.
race, just
Yeah,
give
probably.
it to the reserve
If
driver
we
for
give you
FP1.
limited nerve damage in FP1, will you put in an extra 3 laps in the Grand Prix?
Exactly. But yeah, I think we answered that
In
that
detail.
question decently well.
Yeah.
We have a lot more, don't we?
We have 4 more, so we'll move on to the next one now.
So McLaren is having the worst start that anybody has ever had, ever. We're only 2 races in,
Yeah.
but what are your predictions? Do we think McLaren can bring this back? Is Mercedes going to run away with this? Because Kimi and George don't seem like they want to let this go. Or, secret third option, is Ferrari finally back, and will they do something this year?
No. Ferrari's
I-
not back.
So for the McLaren part of that,
Yeah.
I watched them go from the back of the grid to
Yeah.
almost like to just trickle their way close to the midfield and then shoot straight up to the top
Yeah.
because they just completely reworked the underbody. Like
Mm-hmm.
they have it in their ability to do it,
For sure.
and
It
they're
might-
already up there decently. They're not
Yeah.
having a terrible start. It's just they
The worst start ever is crazy when Aston Martin's still on the
yeah.
grid.
That like one driver has started a race at least.
Yeah.
But they just haven't got the regulations fully right.
Mm-hmm.
They'll come back at some point, whether it's the end of this year or maybe it's next year.
Yeah, I think they'll
They'll-
be decent throughout this whole season, like a 3rd or 4th in the constructors for sure.
They cannot like waste those 2 good young
No.
drivers. That's their whole thing. And
Their car will be competitive
They're-
as long as they have the 2 of them, I think.
they won the constructors. They have the most money of the teams.
Yeah.
In terms of, so they can put a lot more money into.
And sponsors. New
into
title
the car,
sponsor,
yeah.
what's up?
In terms of Mercedes, they'll run away with it until they have to change the engine. But they'll have a plan for that, of course.
For sure.
It'll just be a lot closer, I think, the second it does change. But they're just going
Mm-hmm. They'll
to
get
have to
quite a head start.
maximize points for the first half of the season. Like, they cannot battle each other. They cannot crash. It has to be them fully just 1-2, 1-2 every single weekend until eventually the other cars either catch up or they slow down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Ferrari are somewhat back, not like
Yeah.
not a full back, but they're
Soccer reference.
yeah. I'm surprised you knew that. Wow, good job. They're semi back. If they would be fully back if Mercedes didn't have that engine.
Yeah.
If-
and also if they
yeah.
could figure out the strategy. Because sure, they're back with a competitive car, but they're still not maximizing the points that they could have had.
Yeah, and they have 2 of the best drivers on the grid. Like
Yeah.
2 of the top 5, I believe. They cannot waste that.
No. So,
Yeah.
yeah, those are the 3 options. Yeah.
All 3 are possible. Like,
Yeah, I think, well, they can also all happen at the same time. Mercedes can run away with it, Ferrari can be back and better than they have been, and McLaren can figure it out.
yeah, but as we know, only one can win.
Yeah, and fantasy-wise, I need it to be Mercedes. So,
Real.
all right, next call in.
My question is, how can Red Bull fix itself? Because, I mean, they have the best driver in the world, arguably with Max Verstappen, and my guy is out here doing side quests instead of focusing on his own F1 car, because that's just how bad it is. And my second question is, will any other team principal have as much aura as Christian Horner did, in your opinion? Those are my questions. Thanks, guys. Great show.
Great show. First of all, I wouldn't call what Christian Horner has aura. I'd call it he doesn't have a job. So,
Yeah.
Toto has the most aura for sure.
Yeah. Christian Horner was a low key me last year, jobless as hell.
And also not a great
Yeah.
guy, so
yeah,
wouldn't call it
I'm
aura.
I'm not spending a lot of time talking about Christian Horner, unfortunately.
As far as the car goes for Red Bull,
Everything's fixable. It's just a case of like what's wrong with the car
Yeah.
because it's just slow.
and it's been like last year, obviously Max was able to do more with it and drag it a little further, but this year, just with A, how bad it is, and B, how good the rest of the grid is, it's just not.
They're like the 4th, 5th fastest car.
Yeah.
But they want to be top 3 bare minimum. And I think they'll hit panic mode because Max does have that exit clause in his contract. Everyone knows, it's not a secret that he does have that in his contract. And if he's not having fun in that car, what's to stop him going, I'm out. Give me a what's
Give me
the
back
name?
to G3.
Yeah, like I'm out. Like he doesn't want to leave. He said it several times. He's like, I don't want to retire. I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
But if that car continues to be slow and like, I think he can tough it out for a season. Like, oh, I didn't win the championship for 2 seasons. But if it's slow again the year after, but is he out of contract this year or is it next year?
I don't know.
I'm going to quickly search this up.
Yeah, there's a chance he takes Lando's advice and he just retires. Because he said he doesn't like the regulations and he's not happy in the car.
He's got until 2028. Like,
okay, I was maybe gonna say that, and then
But he's got the exit clauses that like don't tie him down. So if a car gets faster than him and a seat opens up, like say Lewis doesn't get a retained Ferrari seat, or for some reason
they're putting Ollie Behrman in that.
Yeah, I mean. Arguably, if Max Verstappen's
Max says,
available,
hey,
they're gonna. Ollie Behrman has to wait another couple of years in Haas. Like, but let's be real. If Max took his Ferrari seat, then it just ends up going. The Red Bull seat will either go to Lewis or Ollie, like whoever they see fit.
For sure.
But that's a dystopian future.
Do you know what his exit clause? It's if he's below P7.
Below. Max Verstappen.
It's something like if he's below a certain point in the driver's standings.
Red Bull. Lower than 3rd in the drivers' championship.
3rd? I thought it was like 4th or 7th.
No, it's lower than 3rd.
Not at any point in the race.
It has to be at a certain point in the season. I think at the halfway point in the season.
Interesting.
So,
halfway point's coming early this year too.
Yeah. But I think he'll tough out because there is no seat available. All the top cars, like I don't think Mercedes are getting rid of George or Kimi this season right now.
Imagine if it was Max in that Mercedes.
But they're both on a 1 year, no? They're like they both expire at the end of the year. Yeah, I think so. But if George wins the World Drivers' Championship, it's hard to drop George Russell if he wins it. Same with Kimi.
In a world in the future, Ollie Behrman and Kimi are both going to be Ferrari drivers.
Yeah,
can't wait for that day.
Like if the Italian driver opens it, like if they like sack him off for Verstappen and the Italian driver comes open, one of those Ferrari drivers is going to have to sacrifice, and it will probably be Lewis because he's young.
He's going to retire, and then Charles is going to finally give up on Ferrari, and then it's going to be both of them in a Ferrari.
I just want to chat about how Kim Kardashian is doing wonders for Lewis Hamilton. We got my boy back. He's
you said I think the car is really good. I said or maybe he's locked up. And you said
it's a bit of both now. It's the car is fast, but
also I said, oh well, Charles got engaged, and you're like, he got engaged a while ago. Came out that he got married.
Yeah,
I was right. You were like, it's the car, and I said no.
Oh, I think it's a blend of both. I think we're both right. The car they're like consistently like they're the second fastest car like out there. Like I think they're both happy with that. All right. Did we answer that? I forget.
We answered it. We answered what's going to happen with Red Bull.
Hey, this is Owen. I'm a big Haas fan, and I know Behrman's got a great start to the season, which is nice to see. But I'm just wondering what you think Haas can do as a team to stay top 5 constructors, because I think that'd be a really good spot and a really good jump from last year. So I'm just wondering what they need to do to maintain that position throughout.
They gotta hope the Alpine doesn't get really fast. That's all it is.
I think they're in a good spot.
Stay ahead of the Alpine in your top 5. That's all it is.
The Alpine's gonna get slower.
Probably.
Also, you just need to keep riding out Ollie Behrman because he is killing it this year, and if he's consistently getting points like he is, they're going to be in a good spot because the Alpines aren't both probably going to be getting consistent points, and Ocon sneaks in there sometimes. And the stat the stat you were looking at, Clint, the other day was that he's gone the longest without getting a pole position. Which, whatever.
Yeah. Ocon is Ocon, I forget how to say it, but he's in trouble because if he gets outperformed by Behrman again, they've kind of...
Who are they putting instead,
rumor has
Jack Doohan?
He could
give
Doohan another chance, but I mean, Ocon's he's not getting on, but he's like near 30, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pushing.
He's 29,
pushing 30, if you will.
Turning 30 this season.
Yeah.
So,
He's driving well, though.
He-
It's
he's
like,
driving
sure, he's
well,
getting
yeah.
outperformed, but that's because he's just a mid driver, and all he's going to be very good.
Yeah, but maybe they just like take out the mid driver and just go, let's put more potential. Like,
Yeah.
let's try and
Give
like,
me Jack doing.
yeah. If you see potential in Jack doing, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Get him back on the grid.
Great day for the race hangover. if he
It'll
does
be a
that.
great day when Jack Doing's back on the
Yeah.
grid.
But I feel like his time's winding down like Bottas was a bit
Yeah.
ago until the Cadillac seat
Yeah.
opened up because who's
But
gonna?
maybe one of them retires and he slides over to
Yeah.
Cadillac. Like, there might be a spot for him. Like, Alonso might retire and he goes.
They'll get a
and-
spot, but I don't think it'll be a Haas seat
Yeah.
down the line. Like maybe they put Pierre Gasly in there instead. Like because Gasly is notably better than Ocon.
No, but they were like besties and now they're enemies. And it's bad for the. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just need to keep doing what they're doing. Honestly, they're semi-fast. They have potential to maybe be up there in terms of a race win if things go the right way for them.
I think I had them in like. I had them high in my predicted constructors, and I think they can do it.
Yeah, they'll be solid as long as the Red Bull doesn't gap them, and then Red Bull don't give the secrets to RB. They'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. Next up, is this our last one? Hold on, before you play this, hit pause. This guy is friends with Owen, who we just heard from, and Owen told him that he was going to just be dissing on Aston Martin because he's such an Aston Martin fan. So at the beginning of this clip, he goes, contrary to what Owen says, even though Owen said nothing about Aston Martin. So there's a little personal beef going on here, but go ahead.
Contrary to Owen, I've got high hopes for Aston Martin. I think they'll fix the tractor. So I guess my question would be, if that does happen, if Aston Martin and Honda can get the engine, issue controlled, do you think that Alonso could maybe get a podium finish this year?
Right. My hopes were that he could finish in the points this year. That was kind of my bar for him when I selected him in fantasy. I said, you know what? If he has a decent car, he can drag that thing to points.
Yeah, if
A podium?
If they get a podium, Clint 6'5", dude. Like, come on.
In that chair.
Yeah.
If there's like a Cars 2 level crash in front of them, maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cars,
start-
notably Liam Lawson's favorite movie.
Cars 1. We're talking Cars
Yeah,
2. If
yeah,
they
yeah.
start, like, poisoning all the...
I think he likes all of them, though.
Well, I'm
surely.
sure. He just likes Lightning McQueen, I think.
Yeah, I think he's just a big Lightning McQueen fan. You
Fair
100% like if he retires, just go to NASCAR for a season. It'd be fun.
Just a cosplay.
He's also in the chat, by the way, right now. Not Liam Lawson, but like...
Who?
what is it?
Elliot?
Yeah, Elliot. He's
He's been dialed into
he's
this.
L Plan 2005.
Oh, he just followed us
Yeah.
on Twitch.
Yeah,
What's he saying?
He said, "Hey, Aston Martin started, they just didn't finish," and then he goes, "Fernando P3, I'm starting a rumor."
And you know what? I really hope that pans out for you, Elliot.
Yeah.
Because it would be fantastic for me if I could
That'll
get...
I'd lose my mind.
Because there's no way that you're getting a Pierre Gasly podium. It would do wonders for my fantasy team.
I think a Pierre Gasly podium's likely
What do you mean
this
by
season.
that?
He got like P5, P6 the other day. Like,
Unless, again, Cars 2, everyone crashes. He is not getting on that podium.
Pierre Gasly is a former
can-
race winner,
I know he is.
so he can get on that podium again. I believe in him.
Surely, like, he can get consistent points if the car stays where it's at. It's not going
The
to.
Alpine rocket ship is going to happen, dude. I promise you.
With what money?
Pierre's own money.
He's personally funding that rocket ship.
Colapinto sponsors.
Yeah. I think a podium, unfortunately, may be out of the cards this season, but
We have
points can do it.
Yeah, we also have one more
Yeah,
message.
let me read it out. So basically, we messaged a few of our followers to ask if they wanted to call in, ask us any questions, whatever. So if you want in on that next time, be sure to follow us on socials. And I mean, at any point, if you want to send us a voice memo asking a question, we'll humor you on air. But we asked our good friend Daniel Blanchard, friend of the podcast, if he wanted to do anything, and he says, I've been super busy and I'm currently in class, so I can't send a voice memo before the show, but I have two questions. One, with the amount of struggles from pretty much all the teams except for Mercedes and Ferrari, how might this season be looked back upon? Will the new regulations get smoothed out, or will this be a rough era for Formula One? We'll start with that.
Yeah, they'll get smoothed out. It'll just be looked back on as the first season of new regulations that are really tough. Like,
But I think new regulations that will be good for the sport in the long run.
yeah, it will just take a bit to get used to, considering there's so many changes and
like that inspiring man on our social media who came up to us and said, change is good.
Yeah.
Because it helps us build towards
Yeah,
the
that
future.
guy.
That
Yeah.
guy. He was right.
I think it'll just be looked upon fine, like, because the racing is good,
It's good. It's entertaining
but
racing.
the cars just aren't finishing right now because you can't test reliability in the first year. You're going to get a lot of DNFs, which
And a lot
I
of
mean,
DNSs.
people new to the sport are used to these bulletproof reliability.
Yeah.
This is a hint back to the old days where cars just low-key blew up sometimes.
Looking weren't that good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially looking at, well, it's funny because the whole thing with these new regulations and this new year of F1 is we're going to have 22 cars on the track, and we have yet to see 22 cars on the track.
I just read through the second question. and
The
it's gonna be
second
so
question
good.
is, need some advice from my favorite F1 podcast. The girl I'm dating is beautiful, smart, and funny. However, she's a Mercedes fan. Is this relationship possible, or are all Mercedes fans untrustworthy? I think, even being a Red Bull fan, Daniel Blanchard, because I know who you are, you can figure out a way to put your differences aside and share your love of motorsport and not your hatred of each other's teams.
Okay, first of all, I didn't know you had a girlfriend, so congratulations, buddy. Second of all, yeah, it's fine. As long as it just doesn't get really heated, and I'm not talking heated rivalry. As long as they.
Clint just took a deep breath.
This guy really loves heated rivalry.
Well, it is a bit of a heated rivalry.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you're a Mercedes fan, their favorite driver is George Russell, and his notable favorite driver is Max Verstappen, and so
As long as it like stays civil is what I mean.
yeah,
Like
I'm sure it will if they love each other and all. If she's that beautiful, funny, and awesome.
It'll be. He's also in the chat right now. He just said this guy asked some banger questions.
Yeah.
Shout out the race hangover. He
Of
also
course,
said.
obviously.
But
he also. Oh my God, we didn't finish his thing.
We didn't finish the last.
He
bit.
also then said, "Keep up the good work." # I love the race hangover.
We yes, first fan. We no. It'll be fine. Just have fun with it. You got someone to watch the races with.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's honestly what you should look for in a relationship, is someone to be able to watch the races with, because that's a different kind of love to do that at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, I'd also respect it if someone didn't want to watch the races at 1 a.m. because I know how crazy that is to be like, hey, let's get up at 1 a.m. and let's watch these cars go around, even if they're not like a big follower of it.
What?
Speak.
Speak. Don't give me weird looks. Speak.
Do either of you have that?
No.
No, that's what we're saying. We're saying if he has someone who loves F1 that much, take advantage of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
Yeah.
Be thankful.
Don't worry, guys, I don't either.
Yeah.
Why not?
We don't have enough time on the show.
Next week we give Clint therapy. That's what we'll do in April.
Yeah, that's what we're doing in April.
Well, in April, we could do the expansion draft of the fantasy.
no.
No, we're not
No.
doing that. You're staying out of it, dude.
Clint wants in on fantasy.
Go sit in the corner and build your Lego
They
car.
cut
Okay. That wraps up our call-in advice question period.
Thanks,
Again,
everyone.
Thank you for participating, everyone who did. And if we didn't get you this time and you want to participate, DM us a voice memo at The Race Hangover on Instagram, and we'll listen to it next week.
Watch for a huge long message with a bunch of emojis that looks like a bot.
That says thank you afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you ever do receive a DM from us that looks like it was crafted and fake, it was from me, and
Yeah.
it was copy and pasted to all of our fans. So please answer, because you might find yourself on this show.
If it's me in the future, you're getting no emojis. You're getting, please do this. Thanks. With
Yeah,
like a
if it
thumbs
sounds
up.
like an order with no emojis and kind of like we hate you, Austin
Yeah.
wrote it.
Yeah, exactly. There's good cop, bad cop.
Good social media manager, bad social media manager.
Oh,
Okay, do we want to rapid fire some of these who's most
Yeah,
likely
that's what I was
to?
thinking.
Did you add any?
yeah, I did a few.
Okay. All right. So basically, we're going to look at the 22 drivers on the grid, and we're going to ask a few.
What did you?
What,
put it out?
Clint?
What did you?
All right. Just giggling over there.
He looked at me and just like smiled eerily. So I'm like, what is he talking about?
Lord forbid a man be happy, man.
First time ever.
No, it's because Austin's back. We're all giggling.
Exactly. Everyone's giggling like I said we would.
Okay. So, starting off strong with who's most likely to become a team principal?
George Russell.
That's a good one. I have Lewis Hamilton
That as well.
in
yeah.
my head.
Yeah.
George Russell's good, though, because he's like what he's like group chat administrator.
Yeah,
he's all in.
yeah,
With the like drivers.
He's used to being like the organizer of everything.
Yeah, fair enough. He'd be pretty good. Okay, who's most likely to start drama on the team radio?
Max Verstappen.
I see, that's a good one because he's always just complaining, but also Isaac Hadjar, as seen last week, and just in general, he has like some of the best radios. So, yeah, I also think most likely to start beef with his own team, Carlos Sainz.
Yeah,
he's just always hating on them. He's always like, "What are we doing?" So there's that. Not who's most likely to not know how to parallel park?
Lindblad,
as seen
you
with
saw the
Average Harry.
angry Ginge thing?
Yeah.
That was good.
Angry Ginge, yeah. That's such a good video. That was honestly, I watched that video and I was like, okay, I'm a fan.
Yeah, good job.
Who's most likely to cause a red flag on lap 1?
Liam Lawson.
No, it's never lap 1. He waits till the middle of the race and then he just ruins whatever you have.
I knew you were
going
going to disagree so heavily if I said Lawson.
It's not lap 1, it's later. I think Gabriel Bortoletto has been the culprit just a few times.
No, Tung 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 Sahor.
No, Tung Tung Sahor. Yeah, basically. Who's most likely to spin and still finish in the points?
Oscar Piastri.
Notably has done that.
Yeah.
Or Max Verstappen, who will also just
I'll try
tends
not to
start.
reuse them, but I might have to
Okay,
at some
yeah.
point, yeah.
Imagine we had a different one for you have to use all 22. Okay. Who is most likely to retire mid-season?
Alonso.
Alonso or Verstappen if he just decides he's not having fun anymore. Who is most likely to start a podcast?
Oh.
Or come on
Behrman.
this podcast? Oliver Behrman? Yeah. That's a good shout.
Behrman or Albon?
Albon would be really good.
I think because like the Twitch quartet
Yeah.
was practically just a
podcast.
silly podcast for like the entirety of COVID.
Yeah.
So
Or just because he loves talking George Russell.
yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah.
I can see that too.
Who's most likely to star in a movie?
Lewis Hamilton.
Probably. Or
He's already got a song, so it's like he's also
he's also
already starred.
produced, like he produced
Yeah, he did.
F1.
He was in it.
I'm trying to think of like who else would act.
Leclerc would have a minor role in something.
Just because he looks nice.
Yeah, just because he's a good-looking fella.
Yeah.
I think Carlos Sainz would be a solid one as well.
Can you introduce me to Carlos Sainz? Imagine he was then in it.
Bottas would do it.
Oh, Bottas would do it.
100%.
Oh, he's such a good actor in his.
Yeah. He'd be like such a great comedy character.
Yeah.
Like, in like,
You know that commercial, the DoorDash one?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think in like a Ricky Stenicki type movie, Bottas would be great.
Okay. Who's most likely to go entirely off the grid once they retire?
Piastri.
I was gonna say Piastri, or like maybe Checo, because we didn't hear from him much when
Checo
he was
just disappeared.
Yeah.
He occasionally posted him just watching.
Or-
a race.
Danny Ricciardo.
Yeah, he just has trauma.
He's off the grid though. No. Okay. Who's most likely to run a secret burner or fan page?
Lando.
Yeah, probably. Or Alex Albon would.
Albon would. Yeah.
Like he seems like he's just always on his phone, but like, what's he really doing?
I can see Stroll doing it as well.
Oh no.
He is the Lance Stroll girl.
He is life of a stroll girl.
That's it.
What did you say?
Lance Stroll girl.
Stroll girl. Okay, who's most likely to Irish goodbye, or in brackets Austin goodbye? Because this is what he does every day at our house.
Yeah, I low-key just...
He'll just like get up and leave, and he won't say where he's going.
God forbid I maintain my mysterious aura. Hulkenberg.
No.
I can see him just whoop and out.
I feel like Oscar Piastri.
Piastri would as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just already said it, so I don't
All
know.
right. I feel like Hulkenberg wouldn't. He. It depends who he's with.
He's also tall. It's hard to miss him leaving.
True. Okay, who is most likely to retire after one world championship win? See, I thought it would have been Lando, probably. If it gets to the point, Oscar Piastri could. Like, if it takes him that long.
Yeah, if it takes him that long, I can see signs.
Yeah, true. Or Charles. Like, if he's in that Ferrari waiting for it, I think
Yeah.
the second he gets it in the Ferrari, he's done.
Albon might as well. Honestly, both of the William boys. Because Albon just needs... he's the only one in that group that hasn't had a fast car at some point. Other than that Red Bull.
The Red Bull,
that he got bullied out of.
Okay, who's most likely... Oh, you added these?
Yeah.
Who's most likely to live with their parents into their 30s?
This was just aimed at that rookie group.
Yeah. Of them.
I have Kimmy.
Yeah, probably. Or I feel like only because he can't drive, Lindblad's got to
Yeah.
figure it out. Like, he's probably still like, Mom, can you drive me to...
Please.
Mom, please. Okay, who's most likely to be interviewed on The Race Hangover? I was thinking about this when I said start a podcast. Just as far as connections go, Isaac Hadjar is most likely to.
Yeah, we're the most likely to just grab him out of nowhere.
I'll like bump into him in Ottawa and just be like, Isaac, you're coming on the podcast.
I want to say because he's Canadian, I want to go Lance Stroll. Just because, like,
Or
he's one of the more likely ones where we might see, but like,
yeah. Or it gets to a point where I've used all of my connections and fangirled so hard over V-Carb that...
you genuinely could pull a Liam Lawson. I believe if you like somehow
Or
message...
Lindblad would be even easier.
If you message Lawson's girlfriend and just like, please, I
Hannah,
need this.
love your work. Love what you've done with his perm. Please, can he come on the podcast?
I think you'd cut out the time because clearly he does anything she says.
True that. And finally, who is most likely to live in Manitoba?
Yep. Little fun one in there for me.
Who do you think? Other than
I'm looking at who would be the most like
look like they're
Manitoban.
Badass. Me and Clint were on the same page there.
It's not like
he just looks like
Manitoba's not wild enough for Bottas.
No, but he
loves
looks
the
like
mullets.
Yeah.
I am going to go.
If we're going with mullets, Lindblad.
Yeah, he's
got a nice mullet.
The drive, you have to look at the back of the grid for this because the ones at the top are too like pretty boy for it. I'm gonna
Pierre Gasly if we're going not pretty boy.
Calm down, you get a haircut.
No, he's most likely to live in Turkey.
Yeah, with Harry Styles. I actually want to go Hulkenberg with this one, just because it seemed like a quiet place.
Nice place to settle down.
Yeah, he'd just be an old man
With his Lego trophy.
like a bunch of Lego. He'd buy like a huge patch of land, like he'd be
He'd
like
have
so
cows
happy.
and-
Yeah, he'd just be a farmer in Manitoba. I can see Hulkenberg doing that.
Interesting. All right, that wraps up our...
Oh, wait. I'm looking in the chat. Are we forgetting Lewis Hamilton was in Cars? He was.
Oh,
Cars
was
3.
he? Who said that?
Elliot.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, Elliot would
Yeah.
have that.
The when he like had that one voice line
Oh,
that
yeah,
changed
yeah.
every like. It
Oh,
It was a
yeah,
different
I've
person
seen
each
that.
time. Yeah.
Yes. True that. I did forget about that.
'Cause wasn't it? That was another F1 driver that did it for. It was Vettel in Germany.
Yeah, Vettel
Yeah.
did it in German. True that. Okay. So, yeah, Lewis Hamilton would be most likely to be in a movie because he has been in a movie. He's been in a couple.
Hold on, before we end this.
Okay.
Clint goes, I speak for all of the Race Hangover fans when I say let the producer, in brackets, GOAT producer never made any mistakes, end bracket, join the fantasy.
Oh.
I mean, that wasn't me, but whoever that was
he does say
speaks
that.
the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You can, like, play along on your own.
Yeah, just twiddle your thumbs.
Like, you can just, like, do your own little expansion draft and figure it out.
You can do your own F2 draft.
Let's do F1 Academy Fantasy.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Clint.
That started up.
It already started.
Yeah, I thought so.
But-
Are we a big fan of the Sephora car?
Yes.
Yeah.
All of their liveries are so good. The Lego one, banger.
They have like fun like teams. It's
Yeah,
like-
and I
it's cool.
also like how like there can be two McLaren drivers, but they have different cars.
I'm the.
We need to get more into F1 Academy.
we do.
It's awesome.
I'm a Sephora beauty insider, so I.
I am too. You just sent me
Yeah.
something for my birthday. Okay. That is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of The Race Hangover. Clint, don't do that.
What are you doing?
You just tried to take me off air. Like we mentioned a few times, be sure to follow us on all of our socials at The Race Hangover. Subscribe here on YouTube or on Twitch. Follow us where you're watching live, or if you're tuning in on Spirit Live, thanks so much for joining us. And if you're tuning in on Spirit Live, be sure to tune back in next week when we announce whether I won a Tara or not.
Real.
Yeah, thank you again so much for joining us, and we will see you next week for a Japan recap.
Bye.
Bye.